Hey you guys, it's Rushni and I am in the car with Adima, my husband, and Flickerbug is in the back. If you hear anything, so we are leaving the Costco like right now. There's Costco. And something just happened that I wanted to share with you. And the people in front of me have 3 kids, 2 of which are outside of the cart walking around, and 1 of which is older, looks like 8, 9 age-ish, and he's sitting in the cart, in the main part of the cart. So they're a little discombobulated. They're, kids are everywhere and kids on the wrong side of the cashier and all that kind of stuff. So I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm in the line behind them. The cashier takes their card, gets them situated, and then there's also a gentleman helping pack because Costco is ram-packed in there. There's so many people. So it's like a bagger guy. So when they are finished and they walk away, I walk up to the counter and the bagger guy proceeds to talk about the family. And I guess he was a little annoyed at the fact that the father in that family asked him if he could put the majority of the items underneath the cart instead of in the cart. And the bagger guy was like, why does he have this big old monstrous kid sitting in the cart? Kid looked like he's like 80 pounds sitting in the cart. Why he got the kid in the cart? That's ridiculous. And maybe I could get all the stuff in the cart if I didn't have to put everything under the cart, if you didn't have your big old kid in the cart, and all of that, and the cashier didn't really say anything. She just kind of gave him the affirming head nods or whatever. And he was like, my father would have whooped my butt and I would have had to walk, and all of that, just all of that was going on. I am standing right in front of them and she's just checking out my stuff. So I was looking at her and she was looking at me, and I guess I wouldn't give the affirming head nod. So when we got to the transactional part, I just looked up at her when he was in earshot and I said, as a point of perspective, my son can't walk. And even though I'm sure that little boy in that cart could walk, because I thought I had seen him walking earlier, when a person like me is standing here listening to you, they are thinking, oh great, that's what they're going to think about me when I have my son in the cart and he's big. And I was like, so just as a perspective, you may not know what's going on, and it's very difficult to push a wheelchair and a cart at the same time. So in a person like me's life, it might be easier just to put his quote unquote big old butt in the cart. If y'all had seen their faces, okay, when I say their faces dropped to the floor, I mean, he didn't want to put the guy's groceries underneath the cart, but he needed to go up underneath the cart to pick up his face, okay, because he looked like, well, dang. He didn't say anything to me. She turned to me and she goes, you know what, you're right. And I just kind of smiled at them and said, just some perspective, and walked off. And then when I was walking off with my purchases, the bagger guy turned to me with this kind of like repentant, sorry look on his face and was like, have a really good day. So I didn't tell my husband this. I told him I was going to let him hear the story. He's there while I'm vlogging for you guys. So once again, this is another video about perspective. And you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to keep putting up videos like this, because the same perspective that I can give the woman in the Costco is the same perspective I could give the hundreds, if not thousands of you that may eventually watch this video. You don't know what's going on. And yes, it could have just been a big old gigantuan child sitting in the cart for no purpose, why he can't walk. And I'm gonna tell you, before I have my son, that's probably what I would have been thinking. Why he don't take his big butt out the cart and walk his butt out. But because you don't know, and because you may be in a situation one day in your life, like I am, where people could judge you because they don't know. Because I have had people look at me like, why is she carrying that big old kid? And trust and believe, I've had people say to me, not why are you carrying, but woo, I can't believe you carrying him. Girl, I make him walk. And in my head, I'm like, well, boo, I would make him walk if he could walk. Hello? So just putting it out there. Another special needs mom PSA. Consider yourself informed. Try to be a little bit more sensitive and not